Hello, my Twitter followers. Hello, YouTube followers. It is Dave Platinum. And today, as promised, the second instalment in the question and answer video. This one, more upbeat, hopefully more entertaining. So let's get straight into it, shall we? Your questions, my answers. Right. I know who's asked me the first question and I know exactly how he wants me to answer it. I should point out I am not as good as Jim Carrey at doing this, but I'll give it a try. What do you know about Ray Finkel? Soccer style kicker, graduated from Collier High 1976, Stetson University 1980, holds 2 NCAA records, one for most distance, one for most points in a season. Former nickname The Mule, only a pro athlete ever come out of Collier County, and one hell of a model American. Yeah, he better be grateful for that. Seriously. Next question. What are the plans for your trip to the US? Well, the plan is that a friend of mine, we've been planning this for a long time. We decided, hey, we're going to do a lads holiday, and it's going to be the ultimate lads holiday. So we decided, where can we go? Where else? The US. And we decided what we're going to do is we're going to do things like we're going to see New York, we're going to see Chicago, we're going to travel Route 66, and then we're going to fly to North Carolina. And the plan while we're in North Carolina is two things. First of all, we're going to see a college basketball game because college basketball in the US is quite simply awesome and must be seen. Also, we're going to try and see if Matt Hardy is doing any meet and greets or a wrestling event in North Carolina around that time. And we're going to try and get along to see that. So, fingers crossed, hopefully plans will come to fruition. And next question. What do you consider the happiest moment in your life to be and why? That would be January 10th, 2012 at 10 to 2. Because that is the moment that my son was born. And it was a moment that I realised that nothing else in the world mattered as long as he was okay. And I would do anything to protect him, anything to keep him happy, anything to make him smile. And, you know, I'd always pick him up when he fell, whether it be a grazed knee or, you know, a broken heart. No matter what it was, I'd be there for him. And I was very worried too because I thought, you know, my son was going to be born with a disability similar, like me, or, you know, so maybe something even more serious. But as it turns out, absolutely nothing wrong with him. You know, no disability, no behavioural problems or learning problems, you know, so he seems to be developing fine. He's a happy-go-lucky child and he's my world, he's everything, you know. And the best thing for me is I'm totally amazed by everything he does now, and I never used to understand it when my mum and dad were like that with me, but now, you know, I'm a father myself, I see exactly what they mean. I understand, like, everything amazes me, whether it's, you know, seeing his first word, which by the way was dad, or whether it's his first steps, or whether he's got in a playgroup and drawn me a picture. Everything he does is wonderful. It's amazing, and he's very curious now. Whenever I take him somewhere, he's what's that? He wants to know everything, you know. So, you know, he's developing brilliantly, and you know, absolutely, I love him more than anything else in the world. This is my boy and my son, and you know, he's everything. So that's the happiest moment of my life, the moment my son was born. Excuse me. Okay. What is your favourite Jessie J song and why? Favourite Jessie J song, Who You Are. Lyrically, it's the most beautiful song she's done. I think the lyrics in it are absolutely amazing. It's a great message, and I think it's the most appropriate message that's out at the moment, particularly as this message goes out to young girls or young people across the country. And I think the message of don't try and fit the mould, don't try and conform, don't try and be what other people tell you to be, just be yourself. And there's lines like, you know, tears don't mean you're losing, everybody's bruising. It's okay not to be okay, and just be true to who you are. some of the lines in there, are absolutely amazing. And I think the lines of "tears don't mean you're losing." Basically, you're not a loser if you cry. You're not defeated if you cry. Everybody hurts sometimes. It's okay. And I think the line that follows, tears don't mean you're losing. Everybody's bruising, is just be true to who you are. And I think that is the best message that can ever be sent. Just be yourself and don't lose yourself because of other people. And I think that's my favourite Jessie J song, and that's the reason. I'm a massive Jessie J fan. I do want to point that out. But there's a lot of her songs I like. I don't think she's done a bad song, but that's my favourite. And there's some competition because I like a load of her songs. But Who You Are for me is, my favourite for that reason. I also like things like, Domino, It's My Party, Wild, Who's Laughing Now. I think, and Do It Like a Dude, obviously. You can't not like Do It Like a Dude. It's just so entertaining. And, let's swap out. I'm a massive Jessie J fan. Will you be wrestling again in the future? Honestly, I don't know. I'd like to say yes, but I've approached DWF, who I was wrestling for in the past, and I've had my most success with. What they've told me at the moment is that the guy who runs it, Robert, or we all call him Bertie, he's not very well, and he's terminally ill, so we don't know if there's going to be an improvement or not. Touch wood, there will be. God bless and all the best to him. He is not well, and true to the word, of Stevie Joe, they haven't had a show for months. It was actually Stevie Joe that contacted me and said, Dave, look, you need to know, Robert's not very well, so we'll let you know if anything picks up. The plan is, if I do come back, that it's going to be obviously there's going to be a pretty big storyline I'm doing it. I'll be doing a lot of promos over Twitter, so touch wood and hope forward for that. But at the moment, I just don't know because he's not well. If you were having a retirement match in wrestling, who would you want to retire you? So if I was going to lose a match where the stipulation was if I lost, I had to retire. If I had to do that, I would say the person I'd want to retire me, if I could pick anyone in the world, it would be Matt Hardy. Because Matt Hardy's my idol, and in my eyes, he's the greatest wrestler out there at the moment. The only concern, as I say, is it would be a walk in the park for Matt Hardy, because Matt Hardy's ability is like way up here, and my ability is like just down about here. So, someone like Matt Hardy would be a walk in the park, so I think the match would be too easy for him. But if I couldn't pick Matt Hardy, I would say the guy who wrestled as my brother for years, Danny Platinum. I'd like him to retire me. But first choice, if I could pick anyone in the world, would be Matt Hardy for that simple reason. Or if Matt Hardy's unavailable, the Rockstar Spud, because I think Spud's awesome. And there's the history there of 1PW and the some of his UK events. So yeah, first choice Matt Hardy, second choice Rockstar Spud, and third choice Danny Platinum. But either one of those three, I would be more than happy to retire me. But obviously, as I say, with Matt Hardy being my idol, he would be my first choice because, how many people get to be retired by their idol? But yeah, well, that's all for the questions. If you do have any more questions, feel free to tweet me or DM me, contact me on Twitter. I'll endeavour to answer them as soon as possible. But hopefully this one was more entertaining, hopefully this one was more upbeat. And as my idol says, adios, amigos!